soon as he got the ball.
Gregor Townsend back supporting Patterson here. And a safe touch finder, but Australia now starting to mount the pressure.
Oh, it's important in the next 5 minutes. The game's there for either side. The pressure, Stephen Larkham leaving his feet. The most important thing in a charge down is to dive at the feet. And Australia now on attack, 30 metres out on the Scottish line.
That's not a good thing. Brendan Cannon mouthing the words, what's the call?
Matt Cobain was the money man. Flatley's collared. It was a loose pass, but Takiri got it on the bounce. And it was Rogers who came through and drove ahead. Now Gregan. He's solidly met by Mather.
Monstered by Mather.
Darwin with a big dive pass, not his best. And now Cannon. And he's taken by Douglas. Ward to Larkham. Drop goals on. What about this one?
Oh, the crossbar!
Hit the crossbar. And the Scots don't take advantage. They should have got the touch there. Here's Rogers. Bit of a high shot from Hinshelwood. The referee saw it. Could be a penalty. Australia playing on, and Sharp! Nathan Sharp with Flatley. Flatley caught from behind. 15 metres out. Sailor wants it. Australia looking for its second try here. The Scots very slow to get back, but they've been able to stymie Australia's continuity. Now Gregan still playing advantage. Still a penalty here for the Wallabies.
Back here.
Referee will have to talk to Scotland. A couple of times, similar situation in the first half. They continued to slow it down when under pressure.
Just have a chat to him on the way past, Dave. What do you want to do? Posts.
Well, he's got to take a shot from that range. Australia ahead 16-9.
George Gregan and Steve Walsh talking about advantage, maybe yellow card. Steve Walsh and George Gregan talking. George Gregan saying, hey, I don't want to play like this. Steve Walsh not pulling a yellow card out.
See, there's also movement on the Wallaby bench. Young Matt Giddo warming up. Interesting to see who he replaces if he comes on.
Have a punt, Timmy. Where do you think you slot Matt Giddo with his pace and elusiveness?
Well, maybe Stephen Larkham's starting to put players through holes now, so it'd be a big call to take Stephen Larkham off.
Flatley's the kicker.
And he's looking for a 10-point advantage for his team. Another precision attempt by Flatley. And Australia has a 10-point cushion. 15 points for the Australian number 12.
I'll tell you what, Steve Walsh is still talking to the Scots. It will, if that happens again, and the Australians were definitely in a try-scoring position there. Have a look at that drop goal attempt by Larkham.
Well, he hasn't got many. And he didn't get that one there, but they scored in the end.
Touched ahead by Scotland.
He came off the blue hand, fellas. Scrum, gold. Scrum here. Come back.
Yeah, if the Scots are to perpetrate that slowdown of the ball again, there will be one of them going to the bin.
Scrum. Time to put a stamp on it for the Wallabies.
They're queuing up out here. Sailor. Well taken by Henderson, who managed to hold on. Assisted there by Patterson, who hurt himself in the tackle.
Whoa! That came forward off the halfback delivery. Scrum. Blue ball.
Well, you can see the Wallabies, they're trying to go wide, trying to move the ball out to the spaces. Wendell Sailor had two players outside him on the left-hand side. And George Gregan just losing the ball in the delivery. And Matt Giddo coming to the sideline now, with just got off the bat phone.
Australia 19, Scotland 9. Big call by Eddie Jones in the 54th minute. Stephen Larkham, the Australian playmaker, departs, and Matt Giteau, the exciting newcomer, is on at fly half.
Well, Matt Giteau, the game is made for him now. Some tired Scottish forwards around the park.
Up we come.
Step up the pace, step up the pep from fly half. Larkham did nothing wrong, but Giteau adds a new dimension.
It may be an indication that Eddie Jones wants Giteau to take the ball to the line a bit more. I think they've been doing it from long distance.
Australia scrum, edging the Scots into a retreat. Here's Redpath. Phil Waugh over the top. Now Hines. Huge tackle from Sharp. Grimes takes it ahead. Australia lost it ahead too. Forward pass.
Forward pass. Forward pass.
Correct decision. There was an earlier one that was borderline. Steve Walsh wasn't going to let him get away with the second one.
Hands went forward, ball went forward. Referee said, bring it back. Getting closer, Australia, to time in the opposition territory, but they've got to punch out from here.
Flatley anticipated superbly there, charging onto the ball.
We're on.
Rogers goes for the kick. Certainly Takiri was on for a run.
Yeah, he was looking for a run, but Matt Rogers got the call from outside to put it downfield. He's made a good 40 or 50 metres, but Takiri, he wants to get his hands on the ball. And Eddie Jones, is he thinking any more replacements at this stage of the game?
Australia by 10 as we come towards the end of the third quarter here at Suncorp. Second quarter final. Winner of this game to meet the All Blacks in a semi-final at Telstra in Sydney.
That's great work by the Wallabies. Didn't challenge the ball in the air, but they decided to challenge the rolling ball.
His fifth line out for Scotland. And some badly needed respite there for the Scots. Australia really has dominated this second half.
Again, the Scottish line out has been supreme. They have had options, they've had concise throws, used the ball well.
And they've had three of Australia's line-out throws go to their side.
Taken away by Giteau. The Scots just watched the ball there. There's been a head clash. A player from either side. Grimes down, and one of the Australians still.
Nathan Sharp it is, but Matt Coburn take a bow. I think that was his hand that deflected the ball to the Australian side. Finally, they got one back.
I think he's copped a good one right in the middle. Just taking a bit of a respite.
And Bill Young also having attention. Looks like a battlefield at the moment. 19-9. Nathan Sharp looks as though he just may have been temporarily winded there.
Actually, it was Sharp. Came down from a huge height.
Sharp is up and okay after being winded.
What a difference that replacement of Matt Coburn made. Three jumpers in the line out now for Australia has turned the game their way.
Taken by Hines. Nathan Sharp, number 5 there.
Get your hand off it. I'm just asking this man here. One of these two guys, get your hand
Brendan
off
Cannon.
away. Hold on. Someone holding it on to there. Wasn't what you penalised for.
Not rolling off the tackled player. Patterson doesn't really get the territory he wanted with his touch finder, but the ball slowed down.
Maybe he should drop kick it. He seems to get the distance with that. The battered face of Gordon Bullock throwing in.
Redpath lost it. Here's War. 15 metres out. Well, it was Redpath's lack of height there that brought him unstuck. Flatley, Sailor, just caught. Rogers now, and Takiri for the corner. He's beaten 7 players here. He's hungry. Gitto on the right. Gregan taps ahead. George Gregan. Opportunism there from the Australian skipper. Second try.
A bit of wizardry from Lottie Takiri. Put the ball in a position that had the Scots under pressure. George Gregan, what a time for the captain to stand up and poke one through under the post. The line out was lost and War was brilliant. He carried it as far as he could and got great support. The width the Wallabies were looking for came. Takiri didn't feel as though he could finish it. Great ball from Matt Rogers. Thought he'd get run down, and look at him. He's run past 11 of the Scottish players and sets up right under the sticks. Gregan saw the opportunity, towed it off the ground, and is over.
Conversion was successful.
Movement on the touchline again for the Wallabies. Number 22, Joe Roth looking to come on.
Well, Wendell Sailor also did well in that last foray, able to maintain continuity.
Matt Rogers off.
And Joe Roth.
Well, Joe Roth very rarely has sat on the bench for the Wallabies. Good game from Matt Rogers, dropped a few early balls. But Joe Roth gets to play in his favourite position of number 15 for the Wallabies.
And his best position too.
Sharp couldn't hold on. Players have to roll away here for Scotland. Hines. But that's certainly taken the stuffing out of this Scottish side. Sailor harasses. And Cannon now. And here comes Roth on the outside. Referee says play on. Sharp lost a head.
Sharp timing, he was held.
This man here, that's forward.
Lost the ball forward. Roth was steaming on the outside, but fair cop. The Scottish player thought that that ball would stick and follow through with the tackle.
Yeah, you watch. He was actually competing for possession here. He had it. Yes, you can tackle him in that situation.
It's an amazing how some points, and to get away from the Scotland side, the tempo's lift. The game has lifted. The Wallabies have lifted.
Well, they've just gone straight for the jugular in that third quarter and taken control of the match. Scotland down by 26-9 after we were 9-all at the break. Wallabies looking more sharp and more enthusiastic since half-time. Patterson's kick is a wobbler.
Oh, well done. Phil Waugh, he was the one put the pressure on the left boot of Patterson. Caused the error.
He's had a red-hot go tonight, Phil Waugh. A little quieter against Ireland, but when the going gets tough, Phil Waugh steps up.
Jeremy Paul for the Wallabies coming on. And he'll replace Brendan Cannon,
who's had a beauty. Cannon has been in everything. He's pressured, scrum well, and comes off still enthusiastic.
You've got to say too that Eddie Jones has worked his bench a treat here tonight. He made some big calls.
That is a good call, Gordon, to suggest that, because that substitution of Matt Coburn at half-time, that has changed the tempo of the game.
And there we see the line-out specialist, number 8.